Speaking of non-power five versus power five, we just had the Texas relays. Kind of had a rematch between LSU and Houston. This time Houston came victorious. What was the weekend like at the Texas relays? Kind of the last time you were there was 2019 when you kind of had one of those great seasons, and now you had a chance to kind of redeem yourself, starting with the 4x1.
Well, it was for me personally, it was amazing because we didn't have an indoor conference meet, which kind of killed our indoor season for the most part. Um, and so it was really challenging for me to get excited. I mean, the COVID year was great because I was off. I took the time. I focused on some other things, and I didn't travel, and so it was really special for me. And then to come back and then to get your conference meet killed, that made it difficult. And then we ended up just taking Sean to nationals. And when that was over, it was over. So getting into Austin, it was the first time all year that I felt any nerves, I felt any energy about a season. And the kids were really focused on performing. And see, what made the challenge is that we had two relay teams, and their objective was to go in and try to win both groups. That's what they wanted to do. Um, and then on the women's side, we wanted to get people to have personal best. So it was an absolute phenomenal weekend. And it wasn't a matter of just winning because we want to make sure that we run our best. LSU is a phenomenal team. Right now, they're the best team in the country. And in terms of a relay, that's something that we take pride in as a team. So we wanted to make sure that even though we didn't have really any practice or any competition, we had no meets to run for any of us for the relay. We wanted to make sure that we just were precise and showed what we can do. And we realized that we probably have the most speed in the country. We definitely have the most depth because we can have two teams that run fast. And so we just wanted to not make mistakes. And that was the thing I was proud about. On the men's side, the men's team, both teams ran three races, really no mistakes. And it was the first time they all ran all year. So that was exciting. I think that it's just great for our sport. There's a level of respect that is given back and forth. I think Terrence Laird ran a phenomenal 200. And I think a lot of that was because of the relay. It did get to him. So there's nothing bad about this rivalry because they're a wonderful program that I respect. I respect Coach Shaver and Benny and them, and it only makes our track and field sport better.
Was the 2019 viral moment of Travis Collins versus Flournoy still fresh in Travis's mind? Because Flournoy's not there anymore, but Travis and I guess three of the four guys are back from that 2019 4x1. Was that still fresh in their mind going into this race, being like, hey, it's been 2 years. It's time to right or wrong?
Well, it's interesting because the of the people on that team, first was of course Nick. Nick was there, and Travis are back. So two of the four are back in the program, and so I didn't talk to him about it very much. We didn't make a big deal because when you're on there with 9 million views, and you have all these people, first of all, that are saying, "Oh, basically you got punked, you were pushed, he ran you down." And I went to Travis. I said, "Look, Florida's a great kid, and I know he got excited, and there was a lot of backstory to that in terms of what happened in competitions previous, especially that day." I said, "So just leave it alone." And at first he was like, "Coach, they're killing me." So um, that happened. Then of course it turned around, and they respected the fact that he was man enough to stand up. Well, then when we get here, it's 2 years later, and I knew that number one, U of H LSU rivalry is tough. Number two, it's his first time back on that track, in that environment, in that situation. He was not running anchor, but he's back there. So I knew there was a nerve level with him, and I knew he was anxious about it. So I tried to keep it calm as possible and not talk about it very much because of that. And I was really proud of the way he ran, the way he handled himself.